Good morning, everybody. My name's Crystal. I am with tranquilafllc, and my lighter, there it goes. I'm an intuitive healer and a Reiki master, and I am coming to you from Pennsylvania. I am in Washington, Pennsylvania. I have been traveling cross country with my son. We started in Colorado, made our way west to the Pacific, Mount Shasta, Skinwalker Ranch, which was freaking awesome. Like, there's a campground that you can stay right next to Skinwalker Ranch. 10 out of 10. We went to Crater Lake. We've been everywhere, and so now cycles are closing out. And I've needed to get back to Maryland to handle a few things, and instead of him flying back, he decided to come with. And so last night I got to meet his girlfriend. She's in college out here, and I said, have fun, I will see you later. And I came and got a cheap hotel room, and then now we're going to be going to go see my granddad. He's 91. My Pisces, I love him. Stardust is my nickname for him because he said we all come from stardust and seawater, and he's one of the most brilliant men that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, and I just cannot wait to see him. So I hope everybody's doing well. I apologize if I have not been posting. I need to get better with that, the consistency. That's going to be my goal. We shall get started. I just said a prayer. That's my guides, your guides to be here. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards, see what chakras need to be worked on. Then I'm going to do a collective reading. We'll see what's coming through. And then afterwards, I'm going to send Reiki to the areas that the cards tell us need work. And yeah, if you want to follow along, just nod and say I accept. If not, say no. Our intention's the most important thing, and you won't receive it. The first card out is an 11, the mind. This has totally been coming through. Third eye. Openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. 11's a master number. It also breaks down to 2. And 2 is about choices, decisions, duality. We're kind of coming out of that time. Woo! All right, number 2, relationships, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. Number 9. So we are coming to the end of a cycle or cycles. That's your sacral chakra. That is all about emotions, creativity. It can be family stuff. For women, it's our uterus, right? What's more creative than creating a human being? And when we get to the place in our life that babies are not, we're not going to be having babies anymore. I'm there, right? My son's 23, not having another one. That energy needs to go somewhere. And what I think happens, we say midlife crisis, but I don't necessarily think it's that. It's we've paid our debt to society. We've raised our children. That energy needs to go somewhere. So you see women my age starting businesses, starting creative projects, trying new things. That's why. And then the heart chakra, and this is 22, can also boil down to a 4. This is all about releasing the heavy resentment, guilt, shame, remorse, all those lower vibing feelings. And in my opinion, gratitude is one of the highest frequencies that you can align to, and that's an easy one to do. What are the things you're grateful for, and why? Why are you grateful for them? When we did Colorado, to California and then came back to Colorado. And at the end of the trip, it was the most amazing trip. But as we're driving back, I'm like, I cannot wait to sleep in a bed, to have running water, to push a button and then coffee is made, right? It's the little things. And when I'm vibing in gratitude, I'm at a higher frequency. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. I think it gives me the best overview. We'll see what's going on collectively. If this doesn't resonate, take what does and leave the rest. It may not resonate for everybody. And today is, what is today? The 24th of September, Tuesday. But these are timeless. Whenever you find it, if it's because the title, you're meant to find it. Okay. Okay, so the first card out is my wish granted. 9 of Cups. So there could have been something that you've asked for, prayed for. There's an emotional tie to it. Maybe something you really believe in, right? That is coming true or has come true. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And what's the challenge, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, balance. Archangel Michael's on the case. Temperance. This is, look at the feet. One's in the water, one's in on the land. It's balance. The cups are overflowing, but we're balancing them. So one's not overflowing and one's not filled enough. Cups are also emotion, right? So maybe it's balancing our emotions and trusting that we do have divine support, right? So that's a 14, so that's a 5, that's change. So there may be a lot of change going on. I know there is in my life. Cycles are closing out, and I am so freaking grateful. You don't get to choose how it shows up in your 3D expression, but when it does, even if it feels, like for me, it felt disappointing in a way, but then on the other hand, when I really kind of looked at it, I'm like, thank you. Like, this is done. I don't have any what ifs. I'm so grateful I followed through and I did what I felt like I needed to do on my end. And I know the blessings are on their way, right? Recent past, the Hermit. This is a Virgo card. We are in Virgo time right now. This talks about going within, maybe seeking solitude to find the answers, meditation. So maybe you've been doing that. He's balanced, right? He's on the earth, of the earth, but he has his wand of power, and it's in his left hand. So he's in receiving mode, and he's shining a light, right? So maybe you're becoming a teacher. Maybe you have figured out what has worked for you healing-wise, and you've learned enough about it that you're able to share it with others now, right? He's lighting the way. He's lighting the path. And that's in the recent past. So if you have done the healing work, you are doing the healing work, huzzah. It's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And if you are leaning into that shadow and clearing out the karma and you're ready to step into this next 5D world, good for you. It's a lot of cards. Okay, so yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So you're focused on money and career right now. It might not be love. And so the 7 of Pentacles, what it says to me is it's not yet quite harvest time. He's doing an inventory. What's worked? What hasn't? What have I done well? And what do I need to work on? I think it's important to look at all sides, not just how can I improve and what have I done wrong, but what have I done really well on? And maybe I'm going to double down on that. But, you know, he's looking at the harvest. It's almost ready. He's seeing the fruits of his labor. It's like kind of looking at like a job almost well done. And then how can we get it to the finish line? Sevens, you know, in numerology, it's 0 to 9, and 10 being the end plus 1. You're coming to the end of a cycle. And that just... Okay, and so what Spirit wants you to know, your higher self, you're healing from heartbreak. This is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And so there could have been 3 truths, it could have been 3 people, something hurt you to your heart, right? There was some type of disappointment, but in this position, it's a 3. I thought I saw another 3. So you may be seeing 3, 3. 9, 9. That might be a thing. And that's what your higher self wants you to know. The heartbreak, it's over, it's happened, it's done. And it looks like you're being led by Spirit. Swords are spirit, right? It's thoughts. All right, and how we got here. Tell me how the collective got your Spirit. And, you know, sometimes, you know, our deepest hurts lead to the most growth, right? I mean, things that are devastating in the moment, when we choose to learn from it and do the shadow work, then we pull our power back and tap into our innate ability to heal ourselves. And I'm going to say from an attachment. This is how we got here. The devil. So it could have been a relationship. It could be an addiction. It could be manipulation. It could be, it's some type of attachment. And that's attached to the heart. So I'm going to say it could be a relationship that has brought you here. This is Capricorn energy. And maybe you've seen that. You've done the inventory, right? You're leaning into the shadow. You're seeing how you can do things different the next time. And Capricorn, the devil, also talks about the body, right? So how are we treating our vessel? I gave up cigarettes, and I've been trying to give up the vape. And, you know, some days are better than others. But I am making the steps in order to do it, right? To let go of that attachment, because it doesn't serve. The next card you got is your current attitude. So King of Swords, this is the king of discernment. He is not, the sword's up. It's in his right hand. Right is the masculine, right? So he's ready to cut out anything that no longer serves. He can see through the bullshit, right? He, you know, sees people's mouths going, and he knows truth from fantasy. And the devil can talk about fantasy as well. So you're standing in your power. You're taking your power back, and that's pretty awesome. It's pretty powerful. And it looks like after a difficult time, but Archangel Michael is here protecting you. It looks like to me that the heartbreak and the sorrow is over, right? We're healing from that now. We're stepping into, and as I say that, we're stepping into our gifts as a healer. So yeah, 10. So you have 9, 9, and now a 10. And the 10 of Cups is the happy family. This is a divine pairing, right? This is all the good feels. That's outside influences. To me, this almost seems like you have spirit guides like kind of cheering you on and dancing behind the scenes, because you are picking up on the signs. That's beautiful. You have the 9 and 10 of Cups. So you're definitely coming to the end of a cycle. Like I said, 10 is the n plus 1. So in numerology, 1 plus 0 is 1. So you're at the beginning, but you're starting from experience, not over. You're taking all those lessons that you learned with you. And, you know, the chakras, it looks like, you know, maybe you're doing chakra work, the rainbow. If you start to feel, notice how you, like, where in your body you feel things. So for me, stress, it's usually my heart chakra or solar plexus, and I'll feel it there. So all Reiki is, it's a mom's kiss. It's universal life force healing. And so if I'm in traffic or whatever the case is, if I'm feeling stressed out and I really tune in and I feel it in my chest, I just put my hands there and send the love of the universe, right? The love of God to that area. That's Reiki. So maybe learning where you feel things in your body. The next card, goals and aspirations, is the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So he's abundant, and he's nurtured these pentacles from the ace now all the way to the king. And look around him. He has fruit and the pentacle. He's got the wand of power in his hand. The castle behind him. He's grounded in the earth, but also connected to spirit. The King of Pentacles, he's a nurturing father, but he knows the value and hard work and consistency, right? I said that at the beginning. That's something I need to work on. But this is lasting abundance. This is, generational wealth, something that you can pass down to your kids. And we think abundance is money, but not necessarily. It could be breaking karmic patterns, right? Breaking the things that we adopted when we were little from our family that we held as truth. And it's like you get to this awakening point and it's like, that was never mine to begin with. That came from, my great-great-great-grandparents or something. And we've just continued the pattern. So maybe you've recognized that and you're not passing that down. For me right now, my son has this gift. He's a healer. Animals are attracted to him. People within 30 seconds give him his deepest hurt, right? He's a Gemini sun, but he's a Cancer moon, Sag ascending. And that's psychic energy. And then he comes from this family that, I don't want to say everybody doesn't know in my family, because I feel like there are some people that do know that they have this gift, but it has not been talked about. When I was coming up, I was too sensitive. I was too dramatic. Tuck that shit in, Crystal, right? Don't make the family look bad. And they have their own beliefs, which I respect. Mine are different. And I wish at 23 I had somebody to say, hey, you're not crazy. You have this gift. You're psychic. This is how you take care of your vessel. And, you can step into those gifts. It was a different time then. My family, my parents, they did the very best they could. And I'm super grateful for that, right? But as a parent now myself, I want to pass something different on to my son. And I want it to be okay. This is a gift from God. Here's how you nurture it. So that maybe when he is ready to step into it, it's not as scary. Because honestly, I believe everybody has this gift. I really do. I think some of us are just intuitively more tapped in, and I don't know if that's past life work that we've done. I have no idea. But water signs tend to it flows easier. I don't know. We tap in easier, I think. And then, too, it's also maybe remembering who you are, right, in your family. You may have been told one thing, but that's just not true, and you're stepping into your power, right? The King of Pence, he's a loving father. This is divine masculine. All right, and then final outcome, please, for the collective. I have a final outcome. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He is the king of his emotions. So you have three kings, and oh my gosh. Okay. So maybe you're sitting, the king that is not here, which is usually the one that's the loudest, is the King of Wands. So tapping into your creative side. The King of Wands is magic. He's psychic. He is tapped into source. Wands are fire, right? And he knows. So it might be some of your clairs are opening up. He's clairvoyant, right? That's one that I struggle with the most, is the clear seeing. For me, it's the clear knowing. I just know. I don't know how I know. I just know. Dreams may also be important, right? Things unseen. But you're sitting heavy in the divine masculine, and maybe it's balancing that with the divine feminine. Masculine is doing, right? Feminine is receiving. And then what you don't see coming, strength, bottom of the deck, new beginning, closing out cycles. Oh yeah, and there's your Queen of Swords. There's your divine feminine energy. She is the queen of discernment. She's a good businesswoman. She is analytical thinking, right? Don't come to her with a plea that's based on emotion. She doesn't want to hear it. Give her the facts, give her the spreadsheets, give her the data. And she's going to be building, finding her soul tribe to help create, right? The masculine gives, the feminine then takes it and multiplies. So it may be about temperance, balancing those two parts of you. As within, so without. My expression in the world is a mirror of the inside of me. So balancing those energies within, maybe doing a sound healing or a meditation. But this is beautiful. I mean, you're really stepping into your power, taking your power back. You're divinely led, right? Archangel Michael's all over this, protection. You're stepping into your gifts. You're seeing who you are, remembering who you are. I see 9s, 10s. I mean, we're coming to the end of a cycle. So, thank you for doing the healing work, because it isn't easy. Looking at ourselves honestly, I think we have a, what's the word? Problem with our perception in society. We all want to be victims and point the finger and say, it's your fault I feel this way. No, we all have at least, 1% in every situation. It's more empowering to say, okay, this is on me. Now, how can I not repeat this pattern the next time? Tell me, I'm going to clarify the devil, and I'll put all these, this is my unicorn deck. I'll put the name of the decks in the description, as long as I remember. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords and the Devil card real quick, and then we're going to go to the Reiki. All right, Spirit, tell me more about the Devil. Whoop, thank you. Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. So they're new beginnings that may bring in new resources, finances or otherwise. The Emperor is pulling on the resources. He is the king of, he is all four kings in one. So you have three here. So maybe you're stepping into your Emperor abilities right now, and that's a 4 card. So you may be seeing 444, 1010, 111, 99. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to say, yeah, the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. Yep, absolutely. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's going to be a new offer, and it will bring in new resources. Whether that's money, I don't know. It could be, new people that are going to help you build whatever it is. Then you have the Emperor, who's all four kings, divine masculine. The Queen of Pentacles, she's a nurturing mother, right? Again, she knows the value in a hard day's work, the repeating consistent things it takes to build something, and she's nurtured the pentacle up until this point, and she wants to share it with those around her. Then you got the Two of Swords, and how she does this, how they do this, is by grounding, right, in the earth, working with the moon, maybe connecting with water, but she's going inside. She's meditating to see how she feels about whatever it is. It's to quiet the thoughts. It's to quiet the outside so she can make a decision for herself. The Lovers. So here's the Devil, and then here's the Lovers. It's kind of like the same thing, right? Except for you have I believe this is Archangel Gabriel. I believe. No, Gabriel. This is Raphael. It can be a choice, but this is balance of the divine masculine and feminine. From, you go from chained and bound and attached to something to finding balance and healing because you're doing the work. And then the last card I pulled, the Empress. So you have the Emperor and the Empress. So you are finding that within you, and there may be another counterpart. It's by letting go of whatever is you're attached to in the 3D. That's beautiful. And look, King of Pentacles. So you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. You're balancing the divine masculine and feminine within you. You're learning from what didn't work and what kept you trapped. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. So you may be seeing 7-7. You've gotten that twice. So you are doing an inventory. The Four of Wands. This is celebration. This could be marriage. And then bottom of the deck, King and Queen of Wands. So, yep. Aries, Leo, Sag. That is a divine pairing. That is psychic energy. That is tapped into source, things unseen. You're tapping into your power. You're seeing the patterns. You're breaking the chains. And you're doing some real healing work. So, I mean, if nobody's told you that they're proud of you, I am. This is pretty freaking amazing. And I've seen this collectively. Like, one of the cool things, I've been doing readings for people as I travel. I work with a shop in Colorado, and when I'm aligned and doing something I love, the money just comes. And in those readings, we're closing out cycles. This is across the board for the collective. It's not just for me or for this one reading. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to send Reiki to your third eye, your heart, and your sacral chakras. And I'm going to use, I have a Carnelian for the sacral. I'm going to use Amethyst for your third eye. Actually, no. I'm going to use Lapis for your third eye. And what am I using for the heart? What I feel it's called. Malachite for your heart. And if you want to follow along, third eye is here, heart, and then sacral is right below your belly button, like kind of where your womb would be. I know men don't have a womb, but you do have a womb space. And what I'd like you to do is just tune into how it's feeling, and where you feel like the energy needs to move. and hold it there and just send it so much love and light. Thank you, Spirit. And once you can tune into your own energy, then you can start maybe tuning into others. Reiki has changed my life. Okay, so take a minute. We're going to ground. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It means more than you know, especially trying to start this, because this has been one of my greatest fears. I don't want to be on camera and I don't want to be seen, and that's what my guides have been asking me to do. So I'm just kind of trusting in the process and looking fear in the face. 15 seconds of insane courage is guidance I've been getting. So here I am. So if you've tuned in this long, you can hit like and subscribe. It would help me out greatly. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, take real good care. Please drink lots of water and listen to your body, right? We're going through a huge energetic upgrade, and sometimes if you need to rest, you need to rest. Epsom salt bath or walk in the grass barefoot. And until next time, until I post again, I hope you all take real good care. God bless.